Y'all know the vibes. Sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, tune in for this tea. Okay, before we get into it, my social medias are in the description. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't know why I always want to say Snapchat. Maybe I should start using Snapchat again because I just made a new one. Anyway, yeah, follow me there. Do it now. Okay, we gonna get right into this one. And it's crazy because I cut this out of the last video. I'm like, let me just finish talking about Rock because I'll forget. Well, I didn't forget to finish telling y'all about Pick Me. Something happened, but I'm gonna finish one day. Get this dust. It's always dusty in here. So y'all know after I went to the baby shower, Rock, and I don't know, the whole thing was weird. The baby daddy was trying to talk to me at the baby shower, at his baby shower, and I ended up dropping Rock off back at home. And later on that night, she hit me up like, yeah, you sure you don't want to go out? And I'm like, no, I'm picking up my daughter. I don't even think I said I'm picking up my daughter. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, next time, why we pressing to go out? I told you I got to pick up my daughter 50 times. So what happened was we didn't end up talking for a minute. And I guess she was feeling some type of way. You know when something eating you up, like a guilty conscience or something, you feel like the other person acting weird, like, oh, this bitch, yeah, this bitch acting funny. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've even had the moments too. I have. So that's how I know this is what was happening. But at the time, I'm like, what? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. And so what happened? She ended up hitting me up. And she said something like, if you thought that I was acting like weird the other day, you could have just said that. No. Matter of fact, she said, if you felt like I had an attitude, you could have just said something. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, we haven't talked since the baby shower, and I feel like maybe it was like something happened that day because, mind you, it was a lot of weirdness going on, a lot of drama. Rock ended up lying, talking about, oh, we're going to my cousin's graduation party. Get there, it's a baby shower. Ain't nobody her cousin. Grandma Greta didn't even know Rock's name. Grandma Greta thought I was Claudine's daughter. Like, it was a lot. Just go watch that story time. I'll put it in the description. So I'm like, first of all, I'm thinking to myself, girl, everything you told me about this baby shower / graduation party was a lie. I'm gonna cut that out because that was like too much information. My bad. But basically, it was a lot of like weirdness going on. So I'm like, I don't even know what this I'm talking about. So I said, what you talking about? Because I'm confused. Mind you, I'm like, did I post something on Instagram that would make her think that I was slugging her, sneaking her, dissing her, whatever? No, because I was barely posting at the time. I be having my MIA moments like I'm kind of having one now. And I'm like, I know we got one mutual friend, but I know for sure that friend wasn't like running nothing back to her because I never mentioned what happened with Rock because I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. Yes, I thought it was weird, but at the end of the day, nothing really happened besides the baby daddy trying to talk to me at the baby shower. And that's not like, oh my God, girl, guess what happened? You'll never believe. Like, no, it's not that far off. Dudes is really out here doing shit like that. She was like, I just feel like the energy, y'all, like ever since the baby shower, we ain't been talking and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I don't have no problem with you. If I had a problem with you, I would not be talking to you right now. Or I would have said like, yeah, I didn't like X, Y, and Z. But like I said, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Basically, I'm telling her like, I didn't feel no type of way or nothing like that. And she was like, yeah, well, I just felt the type of way because you didn't want to go out that night and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, I did say I had to pick up my daughter. She was like, but I just felt like that was an excuse. And I don't know what else she said. I don't remember like every single thing that she said. But basically, I just thought that was an excuse. I was like, okay, even if you did think that was an excuse, take the hint. We end up talking it out, getting past it, whatever. Nothing really went back to the same. And I'm noticing like at this time, I don't know how many times I gotta say this. And I promise you, not since this situation, but since a last situation, a more recent situation, I have not spent the block on no more past friends. And I really should have learned, but I learned now. But it just took me a few years to learn. But it's like, this is why you don't spend a block on friends, because she is not the same Rock that I once knew. Something was different about her. Something was off about her. Like, she had changed. And I was like, I don't know. I was still holding on to who I thought she was. So I guess I wasn't seeing it for real. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to let that slide. All right, I'm going to let that slide. Okay, that's weird, but I'm going to let that slide. Okay, yo, man, homeboy choked me up from the back of my neck, and you didn't do shit, but okay, it was a lot going on. I'm gonna let that slide. You know what I'm saying? It was just so weird. Another few weeks go by and we not talking for real. I mean, like I said, because it just wasn't the same. And we might have liked the Instagram story, hearted a picture or something like that, but it's not like no full-on conversation. She didn't reach out, I didn't reach out, whatever. At this point, I feel like it's been like maybe a little over a month since the baby shower. That's how much time is going by. Like, I hadn't seen her in a little minute, right? Y'all, the girl ended up texting me out of nowhere. I'm at home chilling with my ex. Like, matter of fact, was we even together at this point? Nah, I think he was my ex at the time, but it was complicated. And when I finish talking about him, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to that. She ended up texting me. I think she said, I don't know what she said, hey boo, or what's up, or hey Tati, something. And I'm like, what up? She was like, I got a question. And I was like, okay, what's your question? This said, you fuck with Skrilla, the baby daddy from the baby shower that she invited me to, and he was trying to talk to me. She asked me if I messed with him, but she used his real name. It's been a month. I barely remember the real name. I know Skrilla, the nickname he told me, but I'm thinking to myself, like, who the is, whatever she said, whatever his real name was. I want to say it so bad. I was like, it took me a minute, but I'm like, no, why? This girl said, cause she was like, I peep you follow him on Instagram. First of all, I ain't been following Skrilla for like over a month now, because mind you, when the baby shower incident happened, I pretty much found out that I was at the baby mama's baby shower. They was a couple, and he was trying to talk to other women there. So I don't know if I unfollowed him the same night or the next night. It was one of them. So me and Skrilla ended up arguing. I put some of the screenshots in my last thumbnail. I feel like that's why YouTube snatched my coin. But I didn't feel like blurring out no cuss words or nothing, because I wanted y'all to just see what it was. I started not to even put it, but it's cool. So yeah, me and Skrilla got into it. And at one point, I did think it was his baby mama texting me, Camilla. But I'm like, either way, this is weird. Unfollow. You lucky you didn't get blocked, right? So I was thinking to myself, bitch, it's been over a month. Why are you now just bringing this up? You could have brought this up the same night or even the next day if you really peeped something. But for real, that's how I knew conversations was being had behind my back, right? So I told her, like, that was before I knew that was Camilla's baby shower. I didn't know that was her baby daddy. I thought he was just like a random dude at the baby shower. So she was like, well, just know that Camilla gonna hit you up because she seen y'all talking and da 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 da. So I'm like, if she seen us talking for real, if she seen us DMing, because mind you, did I give him my number? I don't even think I gave him my number. We was DMing on Instagram only. I'm like, if she seen our messages, did she already know that I got in his ass? So why would she, what do she need to come to me for? I cussed him out, and that was the end of that conversation at the time. Later on down the line, Skrilla was still hitting me in my DM. But at that time, the conversation was deaded, so there's no reason for you to come to me woman to woman at all. Oh my God, I had to cut out what I just said. Okay, mind you though, my ex had just came over for a little sneaky, linky, right? Because baby was asleep. So I don't know, something happened though, because it was like, yeah, we wasn't together, but we used to get into it. I don't know, I don't want to say what about, but we used to get into it, right? So something happened, we kind of got into it. Then I ended up going to the room because, first of all, I'm distracted already. We drinking, I'm distracted on my phone because this is some bullshit. And then we kind of got into it, so I'm like, why are you leave? So I'm like, if I go to my room, he'll leave. So I'm in my room texting Rock hard as hell, like going back and forth, like da 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 da, whatever, on my phone, just a click clacking, right? So he ended up saying something like, yeah, and keep texting that nigga or whatever. And then he like walk out, slam the door, leave, bye, because this ain't even going down now, because now I'm not in the mood because this shit is pissing me off on my phone. And then we kind of did get into it. So I'm texting her, and then I just ended up calling her because it was like a little bit too much confusion going on. I'm not trying to get shit misconstrued. Ew. Y'all know what the fuck I mean. I'm not trying to get nothing messed up. Like, just tell me everything that's going down if you my friend for real. When we got on the phone, she ended up saying something like, I was coughing. I'm trying to come back, act like I wasn't just choking. We got on the phone. She said something like, well, just expect a DM from her or whatever. Or unless you want me to give her your number. Basically, I feel like they asked for my number and now she asking me, but she didn't necessarily say that, but I put it together. It ain't that hard. So she was like, you want me to give her your number? And I'm like, no. Why would you give her my number? Hell no. It's been months later. No, well, not months later, but it's too far much. No, if it was the same night or even like 2-3 days later, okay, because I get it, it's still fresh. Maybe you just found out, but it sounds like she been new. You been seeing these DMs, and if you just seen a DM, you see the date and the last time we talked. So let it go, because there ain't been no more conversation since then. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what Rock said, but it was something alluding to I already gave her your number. So I was like, what? And she was like, nah, I'ma just see what's up. I'ma see what they on. And I'm like, Rock,
be fucking for real.
I'm not gonna lie. If this girl hit my line, if she hit my phone, we gonna have a problem. Because this is messy. All of this shit is messy. I feel like I never should have even been at the baby shower in the first place. And whatever. So we just talking. She was like, nah, I don't think she gonna hit you, but you can like expect a DM from her. She said something like that. Like, she gonna DM you, basically. So I'm like, if she hit my line, we are gonna have a fucking problem. I'm talking about shortly after, maybe like 2-3 days later, maybe even 4. After me and Rock talk, I start getting trolled on Instagram by fake accounts. I was getting trolled. I sat on that, didn't really talk about it, didn't play into it. Eventually, the troll hoe went away, right? So fast forward some more time, because it was like I hadn't seen Rock in so long, right? Or talked to her at this point, maybe liking a picture or hearting a story. But here come my pattern. This is where my pattern come back into play, because I got this pattern where if something weird happened or I fall out with somebody and they just like come back out the blue after a little bit of time went by, I just let them back, and then we never talk about the situation. We kind of act like it never happened. So yeah, here she come. Hey boo, how you been? Da 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 da. So we talking. She like, girl, yeah, you know, I'm starting my own clothing line and da 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 da. She said fashion line. She said something, right? And she was like, yeah, so I'm going on Heroin to get this, that, and the third. Cause you know, Heroin sells stuff like in bulk, and they sell that kind of stuff if you want to start like your own line, right? So she was like, yeah, you want to come with me, da da da. Mind you, I was in that area and she was in the area. So she was like, yeah, I could come pick you up and blah blah blah. And I was like, nah, I'm cool, I can meet you there. She was like, nah girl, I could come pick you up, I could come get you, it's cool. So she came and got me, and then we went around to all them little, you know, little fake stores on Heroin. She getting earrings. She ended up driving around to the bulk store. We talking about everything. So I'm like, yeah, what made you want to start your own clothing line? She was like, girl, I just because, like, you know, I feel like I need to do something. I need to make my mark and da 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 da. Generational wealth. So I had to go back and see what I called this boy, and I had to turn my ring light down because that shit was burning my eyes. I was trying to play it off for y'all, but listen, it hurt. So what she didn't know was she talking about, oh yeah, I gotta start my line, my clothing line. I gotta make my mark for my kids and generational wealth, and I want to do this and that, whatever. The hoe didn't know. I didn't follow DeMonte at this time, but I would still lurk on his page. I seen that he was starting his line that he actually still got. I don't think she even still doing hers. She just wasted all that money. But actually, no, she didn't. But he was just now starting his line. So I'm like, this bitch is talking to DeMonte, because it's just like, it's not a coincidence that y'all both starting your line at the same time. Then on top, to top it off, the initials of the line was similar. Like, it was like literally 2 initials off. And it was like an acronym for what it actually meant. How y'all acronyms damn near the same. It was just too, I was like, oh, okay, this whole think I'm stupid. She trying to see if I'm still creeping on DeMonte, and is. If I'm still talking to DeMonte, and was. Kinda is. So I'm just like letting her go on, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, girl, that's what's up. Da 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 da. Get you. You gotta get it how you live. Get it out here. Da da da. Get it out of the mud if you need to. Whatever, bitch. Just talking. Whole time I'm like, oh, this whole thing, I'm stupid. I cannot trust her. I don't know. No, I can't trust her, because like I said, we are still okay. In my not last video, but the video before that, I did say that we were still cool. But what I meant was, like, ain't no beef. Okay, we not cool to the point where we talk every day, every other day, every month. It's not that. It's just like, ain't no beef. She not one of the people that can't never hit me up. Like, but when I tell you though, the whole day she charging up this one card, just throw it in the bag. Like, who's singing that damn song, The Dream? This hoe acting like she the dream, throwing everything in the bag. I'm talking about, we went to Just Is, the fake perfume stores on Harlem, all them stores. She even bought me a Versace Bright Crystal that I have not, well, I have sprayed it. I was gonna say I have not sprayed it, but it's completely full, and it's been years. It probably don't even smell the same. That's how long it's been. But yeah, she charged up this one card, right? So we still in a bulk store at this point, and the man, she done with her purchase, Like I said, she got sweatsuits, shirts, matching shit for men and women, all kinds of stuff. He helping her take it to the car. She talking about, I need a now all I need is a steam press so I could just put my logo and everything on the sweatsuits and the shirts that I got, right? Like it was like crop tops, camisole crop tops, whatever, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she was like, yeah, we need to go to Joann's and this, like just naming all them craft stores. And I'm like, you think they got that there? I still don't know if we got that there because we ain't never make it there. So yeah, we was about to go there. We was headed there. Literally on the way there, her phone get to ringing. We in the car at this point. It's Jamaica, aka her man. So he like, hey, I need my card. Can you? Matter of fact, I thought he was saying car at first. He was like, yeah, I need my car. You know, I got moves to make. I got shit to do. Where you at? Where you been? Like, I've been calling you. I've been texting you. Da da da. I'm like, oh, she lied, cause he was on Bluetooth. He was on Bluetooth on the car, right? So I could hear everything perfectly. I didn't have to guess shit. So I'm like, oh, she lied. She said she just got a new car, this, that, and the third. Like, you ain't got a cap for me. Like, I'm just talking shit in my head. I ain't gonna lie. So she like, I need to go get a steam press and this, that, and whatever. Just they talking. And he all of a sudden just get mad as shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I told you I got moves to make. Da 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 da. Bring me my shit now. Bring me my card. I know you're not swiping my shit up. Bring me my card. I ain't know what to say, bitch. I'm just looking at her jaw on the floor because he just switched. Like, he been waiting to go off on her. All she had to say was, oh, yeah, I don't really like the color red. Like, I'm more of a blue bitch. A bitch, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you in blue. Like, he was waiting for that. They get to arguing. Mind you, while they arguing, it must have been pissing her off so bad because I used to do this too. Like, if me and my man was arguing and we driving, I'm putting the pedal to the motherfucking metal because you pissing me off and now I got to take it out on the car. I don't know why I used to drive so hard and fast when we was arguing. I just like, I don't know. So she putting the pedal to the metal like, fuck, nigga, I told you I needed to do this and you already knew what I had to do today. And da 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 da. So they going back and forth. I'm just in the car holding that thing. Like, I don't even know, swerving around the car. Like, I'm scared for my life looking at her. Like, can you slow down? But I'm too scared to say slow down because she would be like, no, bitch, fuck you. I'm going to kill us both. I don't know what would have came out of her mouth. But I was too scared to say anything because she was driving fast, crazy, reckless. And I'm surprised we didn't get pulled over because we on not residential streets, but we on regular streets. You cannot drive like that on regular streets. Oh, I forgot a part. Okay, back it up. Before all of this, before he called and they started getting into it, before we even got in the damn car, back it up. I'm so sorry. Back it up. Okay, because before we even started talking about getting a heat press, she was like, yeah, because my man handled, because I was like, girl, you swiping this card up like, damn, you really got it like that. Like, what you be doing? Because I know her man be like scamming, swiping cards and stuff. So she was like, yeah, my man handling all the finances. Like, he put up the startup money for this and this, that, and the third, right? So she was like, yeah, and he want me to like partner up with somebody and bring somebody else in, and he said that I would have total creative control over the brand and stuff, like logos, how to do everything, the website, whatever. So she's just telling me all this, and I'm like, bitch, okay, that's cool, but where is this going? Because it sounded like it was like she was trying to bring me into it. So she was like, yeah, and I thought that we could be partners.
You got wrong.
This not my dream. That's cute and all, but this is not, I don't feel like this is where this is going. We don't even talk enough. It's been weird lately. Why did you feel like we could be partners out of everybody? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I ain't never did nothing like this before. Like, really trying to let her down super duper gently because she don't really handle rejection well. That's another story. But I was like, yeah, I don't really see myself doing that, and I'd rather do this. Like, you know, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. Like, I was trying to do nails and stuff at the time. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I ain't really care about having no clothing line, especially what the name of hers was. I didn't care about that. So when I was arguing, she had mentioned me. Like, basically, she had just picked me up and we was like busy doing stuff, trying to get the brand together type of thing. I'm like, girl, no, we not. Why are you lying? Do not put me in your argument. I don't even say my name because I don't like that. Mind y'all, the way that she was going, she was like passing my house up. So I'm like, yeah, I know I want to be back where I was at, but I can just go home and have so pick me up, because I don't want to tell that because it's gonna give away that story time. So yeah, I could just go home and then have that person just come pick me up from my house, right? So I was like, girl, you could just drop me off over here because my house is down that way. Like, it was literally the same way that she was going. So I said it, but I wasn't trying to yell because they was arguing in the moment. So I'm like, girl, you could drop me off at home. You could drop me off at the house. Like, my house is right there. We passing it. She acting like she don't hear me, screaming into the phone, acting like, I don't know, bitch, you heard me though. When they finally got off the phone, I said it again. I'm like, you could just drop me off. She was like, it's gonna be quick, just right quick. I'm about to pull up, give him this card, and we finna go. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We end up pulling up to a home 2 suites type of like hotel, right? So she called them back and she was like, I'm outside. Mind you, when they had hung up, she was just driving fast as hell, mad as hell, and the whole car was silent. No music, no nothing. It was very awkward. So when we finally pulled up to the home 2 suites, she called him. She was like, I'm outside. Come get this car. Leave me the f alone. Da-da-da, because I got shit to do. So come get this car and leave me alone. So he like, I'm outside. I don't see you. Da-da-da, right? They was so irritated with each other. So he was like, bro, I don't have time for your games. Where you at? I'm outside. I don't got time for this shit. So she was like, I'm at the home 2 suites on whatever. And he was like, that's not where I'm at, bitch. I told you this, that, and the third. And she was like, you ain't tell me that, whatever. They just going back and forth. He ended up sending her the location. Next place we pull up to, it was an extended stay. I know what y'all thinking, like, extended stay not that bad. You acting like you stayed at a Motel 6 or a Red Roof Inn. This extended stay might as well have been a Red Roof Inn or a Motel 6. It was just not somewhere that I wanted to be at. So he outside ready, like he ain't ever go back in the house. He was like, give me my car. The next time I call you for my shit, come right then and there. He said something like that, like trying to check her. And he was like, and I need the car. I gotta make this move. I gotta make this play, right? I gotta hit a lick or something, he said. And this bitch started getting out the car. Where you going? Where? He gonna drop me off? He gonna drop me off at home? Where are you going? So I was confused. She started getting out the car and he getting in, so I'm getting out because I'm not finna stay in the car with him. This is weird. So she was like, no. At first she was like, no, because my stuff is in there. My stuff, I just purchased some stuff like for her brand. She was like, I got sweatsuits and tracksuits and jumpsuits and da da da. And he was like, nobody want that shit. That shit fine. It's in the trunk. Where is it? In the trunk? It's fine. Who the fuck know what's in here? Whatever. So they just getting into it still. I'm standing outside the car with my arms folded. I'm like, it's always some shit. So we ended up walking and I'm like, Rock, where he going? Like, when he coming back? So she was like, he gonna come back. He gotta make a quick play, whatever. At this point, I wasn't even thinking like, I'm about to call an Uber and go home because it wasn't like that serious. It wasn't like, you know, I could chill. I wasn't really doing nothing for real. So we get up in there. I'm just sitting on the bed. I seen that it was Deuce up in there. It was Hennessy up in there. So we start taking shots. Oh, no. We start taking shots because she pissed off. I don't know if he called her or she called him, but they back on the phone getting into it. He just left. What y'all getting into it for? So they getting into it again. She in the bathroom. They cussing each other out. And she come out when, I guess, I don't know who hung up on who, but they got off the phone. I'm like, girl, you need a shot. You need to calm your nerves. The whole time I wanted a shot because I'm kind of getting irritated. We started talking about her brand again. She was like, yeah, because I really want you. I don't see nobody else doing this with me. Like, I feel like the brand... What can I call this brand? Delulu. I feel like Delulu needs you. Like, I feel like nobody else can bring it to life like we could together. And da-da-da, just going in, like, basically trying to convince me. And I'm like, it's the ulterior motive. I couldn't figure it out, but I just know it's one. Because there ain't no reason you feel like you want me on this project with you so hard, right? So we talking about that. Her phone would get to ringing. She answered it. And she kind of like stepped off to the side. Not off to the side because it wasn't really nowhere to go. Like, I feel like she was like kind of close to the bathroom and I was just watching TV acting like I'm not paying attention, right? So she was like, yeah, girl, and where did you get that heat press from? The one that y'all used to make Camila baby shower shirts. So I'm like, oh, she on the phone with, what did I name her? Star. She on the phone with Star, aka Camila's sister, the one that don't like me. I'll just say she don't like me because she did it. So I'm like, oh, here we go. This bitch is on the phone with her. So now I'm literally pretending like I'm watching TV, but I'm listening down. Antennas is up because I already know it's some bullshit. Because she already told me to expect a call from Camila regarding Skrilla that I never got. So now that I'm with you, It was just giving. And it was giving kind of fake, right? Because she ended up stepping outside. Why do you need to step outside? What you can't say in here with me? That's what I'm thinking. So all I hear is, girl, it's not that serious. No, girl. Girl, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And I'm like, yeah, I need to step out there so I can really hear what's up. So I'm trying to pick the perfect time to swing that door open. And mind you, this is the time I had just got back on to smoking cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for 5 years, right? She smoked cigarettes too, but not like me. Like, she was I feel like a social smoker, and I was a real smoker. I chain smoke just to chain smoke, or just because I'm bored type of smoker. So I'm like, yeah, let me swing the door open and be like, where the cigarettes at? So that's what I do. I'm like, girl, you got some cigarettes? When I swung the door open, I hear her like, girl, no, but okay, just listen, but don't do the most, don't do all that. So I'm hearing all that. I open the door, ask for the cigarettes. She's like, oh no, girl, they on the counter. Like, trying to shoo me away. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I started feeling uneasy. She come back in, she don't say nothing, I don't mention it. We go back outside. I don't know, it's kind of like, y'all know how extended stays, you walk up on the stairs and it's kind of like, not a balcony, it's more so a walkway, but whatever. We just standing in front of our door smoking a cigarette. Y'all, we standing out there for a cool little minute. And I'm waiting for her to bring it up or anything. She don't bring it up, so I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't about me. Maybe they wasn't talking about me, bitch. Everything not about you, right? A dude walk up and he like,
yeah, is Jamaica here? Y'all, is Jamaica up in there?
I'm like, what is this room about? Because y'all, I don't know what they got this room for, and considering what they do, like they was into a lot of stuff. They was dibbling and dabbling. I don't judge and I don't care, but when I'm in it, I do care. So she was like, no, he not here, he gonna be back in a little bit, da. So tell me why we watched this man walk down the stairs, walk to his car, and just sit in his car. He was sitting in his car for the longest, and I'm like, is he gonna sit in the car and wait for Jamaica to come back? She's like, girl, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck.
Rego.
Basically, like, you don't care about your safety? Y'all, the whole time we was there, 3-4 niggas came looking for Jamaica, right? Anyway, we go back in the house. I mean, not the house. We go back in the room, and we just start talking about, I don't know, random stuff. The stuff that we was kind of talking about before. Everything go back to normal. Because I'm chilling again. Anxiety went down. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm talking about mid-conversation, ain't have shit to do with shit. She like, girl, you know, I forgot to tell you, Camilla and Star coming over. She gotta pick something up for me. Huh? Bitch, who? Bitch, why? I'm thinking in my head, this bitch knew as soon as they got off the phone, why didn't she say nothing? Like, why you just not say something? And then on cue, like 2-3 minutes later, it's a knock at the door. I'm like, I know this is not them. Whole time, the way that the extended stay was set up, it's like you walk in, it's a bed, it's a TV. You keep walking, it's like this little counter area. It was like a little area, then a kitchen, then to the right, it's a bathroom. So I'm just sitting there and my back is turned to the door. She go open the door. It's Camilla and it's Star. Walking in, girl, what y'all doing over here? Da, 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 just talking, not acknowledging me. I'm not finna let them see me sweat or like feel like they bothering me or intimidating me, because the way that they was looking at me was weird. So I'm like, okay, I know I just smoked a cigarette, but listen, I'm a chain smoker. So I grab another cigarette and I go back on the walkway and I start smoking another cigarette. I'm texting my friend. I'm texting me and Rock, mutual friend that we have in common, right? And I'm going off. I'm not gonna lie. I was tripping because this felt so weird. It was feeling like a setup. So I'm like, this bitch is giving weird, da da da. And the friend did have my back, but I don't want y'all to think, oh, that's a good friend, Savannah, da 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 da. You should have kept her in your life. Hell no, because I had to cut her ass off because she was fake too. So, but for the moment in the time, she was having my back. She was like, bitch, you need me to pull up? What's the address? Send your location, da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna see, because I'm probably about to just Uber home, because I mean, I wasn't as close to home as I was from the bulk store where we bought all them clothes in bulk. But I would have paid that Uber, period. So I'm just texting her, and then I end up going back in because, like I said, I'm trying to act like I'm not bothered. The whole time my anxiety is through the roof. Hands are shaking, arms are shaking, legs are shaking, bitch. And it's not like I was scared. It was just like, this felt weird, because is this gonna be a 2-on-1? Is this gonna be a 3-on-1? What is this? What is it giving? Y'all just gonna line it up and one, like, everybody get their round? What? I don't know. It just felt off. So I go back in and I'm sitting on the bed and I'm acting like I'm watching TV, acting like I'm texting, because my friend wasn't texting back fast enough, bitch. So I'm acting like I'm texting, acting like I'm on my phone, whatever. And she was like, she said something like I wasn't in the room, but she was referring to me like, yeah, and I want to talk to y'all friend too. I got something to say to her. So I'm acting like I don't even hear her, because they to my right, and I'm just, you didn't address me, so you're not talking to me type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They ended up being like, oh, what, Tiana? I get it. My name is close to Tiana. I get it. Maybe you just didn't hear my name right. I get it. But bitches really do be acting funny. My whole life, when a bitch wanna act funny, that's the first name they go to is Tiana. You think I'm gonna say that's not my name, bitch? So no response, no reaction at all. As soon as she called my name, she's like, Tiana, hey friend. So when she said hey friend, I look at her. I'm like, what's up? Cause I already knew it was some stupid shit. Cause first of all, you know my name ain't Tiana. I know you know that because I know that y'all be talking about me. I know y'all do. I know I'm in y'all group chat somewhere. So starting to say whatever she about to say. But Camila cut her off like, I don't got time to be beating around the bush. I just want to know if you talk to my baby daddy. I seen y'all DMing and you came to my baby shower, and if you wanted to fuck with him, I don't even know what you came to my baby shower for. I don't even understand why you was there. Just going off. Like, she been holding this in for a long time. You can tell when people been holding shit in for a long time. So I'm just looking at her talk. I'm sitting down, she's standing up. I'm like, bitch, get up. Because if this hoe swing on you, she got the advantage because you already sitting down. Get the fuck up. She was like, I don't know. She said, I don't know why you was there or who invited you or something like that. And I ended up cutting her off. Oh, she's talking about, oh yeah, it's disrespectful, So I'm like, okay, I don't know you, bitch. But I cut her off and I'm like, Rock invited me. That's why I was there. I was under the impression that this was her cousin's event, So I'm explaining to her. And she was like, okay, then well, Rock, why did you feel like she needs to be there? I don't know her. Why was she there? Rock was like, but it was innocent on my behalf because I didn't know that it was going to be anything. I didn't know that it would be a problem. Like, I didn't know I couldn't invite anybody, Rock brought it to me like this was her cousin's baby shower. Whole time is not. You were invited yourself. You just didn't want to show up alone type of thing. So you invited me. I don't know why she didn't want to go alone, but you know these people. You might not know her family. No, she knew the family. She knew some people there because she was talking to them. Why was I necessary? Like, why was I there? Like, I didn't have to be invited. I was agreeing with Camilla damn near. So everybody just talking over and around each other. And nobody is coming to an understanding. It's still very confusing. But from what I was seeing, I'm like, Rock was like, I'm innocent. That's all I'm seeing from her. I'm like, bitch, you're the reason. Because if I wasn't invited to the baby shower, I wouldn't have met Skrilla. And none of this would have been happening. I'm thinking in my head, like, this is a misunderstanding. Nothing else logically is making sense besides the fact that this is a misunderstanding. So I'm like, this is not what it is. I feel like there's a misunderstanding and And here comes Star. Now, because I was watching, I was eyeing you the whole time. Mind you, I named Star old girl in my other story, my last story time. So when I say old girl, you go back and watch that story time, I'm talking about Star. I should have just named her. But she's like, no, I was watching you the whole time, and you know, you gave Skrilla your number and you was flirting with him and whatever. So I'm like, that's before I didn't know who Skrilla was. I ain't know nobody at this party. I'm thinking he a random nobody, and I didn't give him my number. I gave him my Instagram and unfollowed him the same day. And she was like, well, it don't matter though. It still don't matter why you come to somebody else shit and start just randomly talking to people you don't know who nobody for. Why did he start talking to me when he knew this was his baby shower? Like, come on now. I don't like when women place blame on other women knowing that the blame belongs to the man. That's weird. It's like Star wasn't trying to hear it though, and it's crazy because you was just about to come at me like, hey friend, but now you got all this animosity, so you been had that. So she was like, no, because you was flirting with him the whole night and now you acting clueless. And then just like the other night when I was dancing, you was playing victim. You always like basically saying I'm always playing victim or always doing too much or something. And I'm like, what? Bitch, you don't know me. This is where it started getting heated because I'm like, you don't fucking know me, so you don't know what you're talking about. She was like, nah, because the night that I was dancing, you was doing too much playing victim and Mind you, the night that she talking about is when the boy yoked me up from the back of my neck. And when I mean boy, I mean man. I don't mean like, oh, this is a little boy, a little 17, 18-year-old boy. No, this was a fully grown-ass, drunk-ass man that ended up punching one of her other friends. And I'm doing too much. I guess your friend was doing too much too. We all yelling over each other back and forth. So all I hear is Star, I ain't no weak bitch. I don't give a fuck. I fight niggas and bitches. Basically saying that I was dragging it, right? So I'm like, what? How, bitch? How? Like, basically, she kept saying victim, you playing victim. What Star basically was saying was I was playing victim because I didn't defend myself against this grown-ass, inebriated-ass man, and I just stood there while he grabbed the back of my neck. And since I didn't do nothing, I can't play like the victim, I guess. So I'm like, Rock, Was I playing victim? Was I playing victim that night? And she was like, no, like you said, I just really feel like it was a misunderstanding. Everything was a misunderstanding. But I don't feel like at the time it was serious enough for you to leave. I'm like, baffled, bitch, because a man that I don't know grabbed me up by my neck, the back of my neck. So why wouldn't I want to dismiss myself from that situation? Because if I would have stayed, I probably would have been the one getting punched. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how? She was like, because I said, one of your other friends got punched. So how? She was like, well, we didn't know that it was going to go that far. But at the time, I'm just telling you, I was thinking it's not that serious for you to want to leave. And I'm thinking it's because like you wanted me to go out that night with y'all. That's the only reason why you feel like that. And that's weird. All I'm hearing is Camilla, bitch, why the fuck was you talking to my baby daddy though? My baby daddy though. Why was you talking to my baby daddy though? And I'm like, oh my God, this bitch want my attention so bad. So I'm like, it's months later. It's months later. If you had an issue, why you didn't press the issue whenever da-da-da-da? I don't care if you really seen our messages. You seen we haven't talked since that motherfucking night. Why you trying to press the issue now? Why you trying to press the issue now? So we yelling. And she was like, cuz I wanted to press the issue when I want to press the issue and da-da-da-da. And then she said something like, I made sure I dropped my baby first just in case you wanted to press the issue. And I'm like, bitch, I don't care. I'm not the one pressed about this man. This is not my man. I'm not a fan. You can have him. Like, not you can have him, but because that's your man. But it's like, girl, I'm not hard up like you. I don't care about, I haven't thought about this man since that day. Like, he not just what you think. He not, his breath like shit. She's trying to argue. I'm like, girl boo, everything she's saying. I'm like, then I ended up saying something about the Kim girl, because there was a girl named Kim there that he was trying to talk to. So she was like, Kim, who the fuck is Kim? You trying to deflect and I'm on your ass and da-da-da, just saying all kinds of shit. And I'm like, girl, you need to be on that man ass, because I don't care like you do. I don't care. We don't have a newborn child together. That's you and him. And mind you, I'm still dealing with my own situation. I don't care. Like, the other girl never cares much, and that's what I had to learn. Because I used to press bitches like she trying to press me, and I understand why girls used to act the way they act. Because, girl, I really don't want that man. The girl steady trying to argue, and I'm just standing there like, bitch, I'm not arguing over that man that's not mine. I don't care. I don't want him. Da-da-da. It's like, how is that not clear when I said it 50 million times, right? So she was like, she kept saying something about how she had to wait to drop the baby. Bitch, I had to wait to drop the baby so I could drop your ass. If you want the issue, da-da-da, just going in. So her sister ended up bucking on me. Bitch, so I square up, because why is you bucking on me? This is not gonna be a 3-on-1. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, this is gonna be a 3-on-1. I already know. I could tell. And if not a 3-on-1, a 2-on-1. Cause it didn't feel right. The whole time it didn't feel right. I was anxious and I was playing it cool, but I just felt it in my soul. And then at the same time, Camilla started grabbing at me too. Here come Rock in the middle trying to break it up. I'm like, y'all hoes not about to jump me. Y'all can both line it up separately, but bitch, we ain't finna, this ain't that. So here come Rock trying to get in the middle of it, trying to break it up. No, it's way past that at this point. And it's like, Star was big. So if she wanted to get past Rock, she could have. I don't know why she was acting like, you know what? I hate when big ass bitches or people be trying to act like this little person can't hold them or can hold them back and they can't get loose. If I was loose, yeah, you lucky she holding me back type of thing. And I'm like, bitch, you like 5'7" and I'm 5'1.5". So if you really wanted to smoke, you could really do something about it. But yeah, she was just acting like Rock. She couldn't get past Rock. Rock's trying to break it up. She telling them get out because nobody finna fight up in here. We're not breaking nothing. Da-da-da-da. Just get out. It's not that serious. So she trying to get them to get out. I'm talking about they ain't leave till like 2 minutes later. Like the whole time they yelling, screaming, trying to argue. Yelling, screaming, trying to argue. I'm like, bitch, I'm just annoyed. So they finally leave and you could hear them like through the walkway, down the stairs, outside, because they didn't close the door all the way when they left. So you could just hear them yelling, talking shit. And I'm like, this shit was not necessary. This shit is annoying. Like, I did not feel like doing all this shit today and da-da-da-da. If I knew that you brought me here just for this, like I would have took my ass home. She was like, I didn't know that they was finna pop up. Bitch, how? So at this point, I'm feeling kind of set up. And she was like, this is not giving that. It's not giving set up. I just want you to know I would never put you in that type of position and whatever. So I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't trying to hear it. On one hand, I did kind of believe her. But it was just the way I was feeling. Like, always trust the way that you're feeling. But I was like, I don't know what she would benefit out of trying to set me up. Like, it just, I don't know, it wasn't making sense to me at the time. Bitch, shit don't always make sense. People do shit all the time that don't make sense, okay? So me and her talking, right? And it's a knock at the door. And I'm like, I know it's not them, because why would they be knocking? I feel like they would just come in, right? So she answered the door. I think it's the lady from the front office. I don't even know. She was like, yeah, we got a noise complaint for room 102. They said it was a domestic violence situation going on, right? So Rock is lying to her like, no, I think you have the wrong room. Like, me and her just got here. Ain't no domestic violence situation going on. We literally just got here. She was like, well, I got to complain. If you don't mind keeping it down, like, I'll check around and I'll call back and ask if they have the right room. But just, can you keep an eye out and try to keep it down if it is you? Type of thing, or we're gonna have to push your ass out, basically. So I was like, oh my God, this is too fucking much. Like, I'm not doing this. It's I was like, it's some fugazi shit going on and I'm just about to leave. She was like, no, I just want you to know, like, basically, I never put you in that situation again. She was like, if I would have known it was gonna go left like that, I wouldn't have, like, told her it was cool to come. She said she just wanted to talk it out with you, blah, blah, blah. But when they popped up, I don't know, it was like she was kind of acting surprised, like, girl, I didn't know she was really gonna come. Like, she always say she gonna come and I didn't know she was really gonna come, type of thing. And I'm like, no, it's not making sense. The math is not mathing and you think I'm stupid. So I grab all my shit and I start walking outside, because at this point I had called me an Uber, right? So I'm walking outside in the parking lot and she was like, girl, it's not that serious. You don't have to leave. My man finna be back. He said he can take you. I mean, I can take you home when he get here. He could take me home or she could take me home, whatever. He gonna come back with the car and then I could get dropped off. I'm like, nah, it's cool. It's cool. Because I feel like I asked, no, I didn't ask the person who house I was at, because I didn't even want them to know. Like, I didn't want them to pull up and be like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what you into? What you doing here? Because mind you, the extended stay that we was in, I don't know if I said this or not already, but they had the prostitutes there. So I ain't want him to be like, bitch, you over here selling cat? And when you start doing that, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just outside and we still talking. We talk all the way until my Uber come, and then bitch, I left. I feel like she hit me up again when she thought that I was home, and she was like, girl, did you make it home safe? Are you okay? Which she had never done before. So yeah, she checking to see if I really feel like she was just trying to check the temperature to see if I was fucking with her, if I was mad at her or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I made it, it's cool. She was like, okay, well, hit me up. Well, she said something like, I'm gonna hit you up because I want to really talk to you about what just happened, type of thing. So I'm like, nah, it's cool. Like, you don't have to explain anything. You basically already told me, like, it wasn't a setup. You didn't know it was gonna go left. You didn't even think that she was really gonna come for real. And mind you, I don't even know what she had to come pick up. She could have grabbed something. She did have a big ass purse. I don't know. Do not judge me, because from me telling the story, y'all probably think, oh, okay, now you know she's weird, she's fake, don't ever fuck with her again. But at the time, it just wasn't adding up to me like that. I know the way I'm telling it, it's like I don't know, not biased, because looking back and reflecting, the shit adds up 100%. But when you actually living it and going through it, it's not like, it don't be coming off like that all the time. And then I don't always want to feel like I'm tripping and dragging it, because I don't know. I kind of sound stupid, because we actually went out together like a few weeks later. So yeah, Camilla ended up hitting me on Instagram like, if you fuck with my baby daddy, just tell me, being delusional, like how I used to be delusional over my ex, really stalking bitches and just harassing them. I'm just downright harassing, because I used to harass people so much. I told y'all I called a bitch 200 times over my man. So yeah, she was harassing me, and I really feel like I got my karma for a lot of the shit that I put other women through when I was delusional over my ex. So she was like, fuck my baby daddy, just tell me. Okay, but I seen this. Okay, but what you said this and that. Okay, but this, that, and the third. Okay, but da 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't want him. I don't like him. Please. Then that's when her man, Skrilla, page, oh, that's messed up. My other phone ran out of storage. Okay, so now I'm recording on my other phone trying to finish the video. So yeah, like I was saying, Skrilla started hitting me on Instagram, and I really thought it was the baby mom, but it could have been either one of them, because the stuff that he was saying, it was just like, yeah, I'm trying to see if you gonna bite, like, you know. So girl, I'm not stupid, so I was like ignoring him, not saying nothing. I didn't block him. I ended up just ignoring him. So pretty much, I want to say I was about to be like, yeah, so that was the last of Camilla, but realistically, Girl, no, it wasn't, but she just got ignored. You know, I kind of was like, girl, I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him. I'm not trying to like play into it, because I don't want you to feel like you could just hit me up every time you feel a little twitch in your bones that your man is creeping, because it's not with me. Like, go find Kim from the baby shower. She was there too. He wanted her, not you. Let me stop. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm sorry, because it's probably like a noise in the background. So let me hurry up and end this. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Like the video, leave anything in the comments. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I already said that. Bye. I'm a work in progress, bitch. I ain't perfect. Fuck shit. God damn it. But she didn't say Skrilla. She didn't say the nickname that, aka the baby daddy from the not the wedding.